MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Trevor Bauer starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low twos, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
In now, Jonathan Villar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 12:35.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. That's lifted the other way out to left. Number 44 is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Second, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Standing in, Miguel Rojas, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First offering on its way. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Corey Dickerson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Just missing here, 2-0.
No strike.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. The 3-1. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, that's low.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Dickerson is off at first with 2 away. And another foul ball. 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
I got the count. 2-2.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Sandy Alcantara, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
For the Reds,
So stepping in,
the
Nick
center fielder.
Senzel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
A ball and 2 strikes
1
now.
ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Joey Votto, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
0-2 the count to Suarez.
0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. None left for Cincinnati. We are still scoreless. Stepping up to the plate, Brian Anderson. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Standing in, Harold Ramirez. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in.
Shut him down.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
To 1-2 now. Here it comes.
Ball. Down.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1.
The count 1-1.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now at the plate, Isan Diaz. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, fouled away. Diaz, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Set to deliver the 0-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now, Mike Moustakas. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Here's the 0-1. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Nick Castellanos now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The Reds, of course, held this opposing lineup to only 1 run yesterday, so something like that today would give them a great chance at earning the sweep.
It's very difficult to sweep teams nowadays, but jumping out to an early 1-run lead like they have in this one, they're certainly headed in the right direction.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Alcantara has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Hard on the ground towards short. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Freddie Galvis. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey!
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Dickerson. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Reds. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. 9-1-2 due up.
Pitcher, number 22, Sandy Alcantara.
The pitch.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 is a fastball thrown by him for a strike. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Votto. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball.
VR, the former Baltimore Oriole. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan VR.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Striding in once again, Miguel Rojas, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Two and one.
Inside, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. A bouncer to the left side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail 1-0.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Reds.
Coming to the plate now, Kirk Casale. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Here's the pitch.
2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Pitch on the way.
3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
The pitcher, Trevor Bauer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. To second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now back.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Now to the plate, Nick Senzel. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Hey, second time around, let's see if this guy goes up and looks for the fastball. He got a fastball on his first at bat and didn't miss it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 1 and the Marlins nothing. Into the box, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
23. Corey Dickerson.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1-0.
Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. It's 1-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. It remains 1-0. Stepping in, Joey Votto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The first baseman, Joey Votto.
First offering on its way.
Hey!
Hit in the air down the right field line. Anderson is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
Ready now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. That's right. Good eye. Wait for your pitch.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Ramirez is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
1-0.
First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Another full count pitch home. Right side and right into the shift. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. Harold Ramirez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And now pitch on the way. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Hit on the ground to third. Beautiful diving stop. It's in time.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
One away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. Here comes the first pitch. Cervelli, once an Atlanta Brave, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he misses there. 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, eSeason Diaz, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
Are you kidding me?
The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
The 3-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sandy Alcantara. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes.
At the ball.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now the pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now in the box, Aristides Aquino. set and the pitch. Runners off for second. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Freddie Galvis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Kurt Casale. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him as the Reds move out in front now, 3-0.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today, at least until he served up this 2-run shot. Just goes to show one pitch, one swing is all it takes to change a pitcher's entire day.
Into the box now, Trevor Bauer, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Set to deliver the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati. All set for the start of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 2 now.
No strike.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Marlins strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he goes up to get this one as he pops it up over toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone.
23, Corey Dickerson.
Up next from Miami, Corey Dickerson. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now. He's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Digging in once again, Garrett Cooper. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1-0 the count. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Runners on first with 1 down. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Full count now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Matt Bowman, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 67, Matt Bowman.
So now to the plate, Harold Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 44 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Digging in, Francisco Cervelli. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
4 runs here in this half inning. Liner towards second, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
At the plate now, Isan Diaz. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fouled off. Two out here and a runner at second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
The pitcher, number 22.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, Sandy Alcantara. No balls and a strike to count. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So give them 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Marlins 5 and the Reds 3. Ready once again, Nick Senzel. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1 the count now.
1 strike.
The pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Settling in now, Joey Votto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit to short. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Josh Rader comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. So digging in now, Eugenio Suarez, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Here comes the 0-1. Into right field, that's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Second baseman.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
From the stretch.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two and one after the foul ball there. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind an account with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
The right fielder, number 2.
So striding in, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Rader, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was a 21st round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there. He's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
To the plate now, Aristides Aquino, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Down the third baseline. Popped him up. VR waits on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. 3 left for Cincinnati. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Robert Stevenson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson.
Seventh inning ready to roll. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan VR. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now
every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Rojas. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Now the 1-0. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Stevenson, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Senzel is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Called strike on the change. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper, and it's fouled away. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Brendan Kinsler gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Brandon Kinsler.
Stepping in, Freddie Galvis will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The pitch.
Here we go.
A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Now batting, catcher, Kirk Valley.
In now, Kurt Casale. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He went deep back in the 5th. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. Outside, 2-1. From the belt, the pitch, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Hard liner to center field. Ramirez is right there, one down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Robert Stevenson.
Jesse Winker will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Reds, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 3 homers, 10 RBIs.
You can do it.
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, center fielder, Nick Senzel.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a
Your
chance.
attention, please. Now pitching for.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Conley.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And after all that, he's out at the plate. What a bizarre way to end the inning, but it will end nonetheless. Good work there from the Miami bullpen. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Marlins 5 and the Reds 3. Michael Lorenzen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in and looking for more, Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Brian Anderson.
first pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The Reds entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one. And there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop at a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Into the box now, Harold Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
Lorenzen, a California-born ball player. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Francisco Cervelli. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Second baseman, eSeason.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Isan Diaz will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 is taken down and in for a ball.
2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
skied in the air to straightaway left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cincinnati bullpen does its job. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Miami's out in front, 5-3. Bottom of the inning now. Digging in to try it again. Eugenio Suarez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Conley, a 6'3" left-hander. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 0-1 on its way. Down and away, ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. It's a curveball that catches the zone for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Mike Moustakas. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And he got him.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yimi Garcia will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. John Birdie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now playing second base and batting 9, number 5, John Birdie.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino. And VR will look this one in to retire the side. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's down to 1 at 5-4 now. Jose De Leon enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
De Leon.
Stepping into the box, John Birdie. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
The second baseman, John Birdie.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Jonathan Villar will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to right center. Senzel backing up on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So striding forward now, Miguel Rojas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. De Leon, a 6' 1 inch right-hander. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Senzel will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Drew Steckenrider takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 71, Drew Steckenrider.
Stepping into the box, Freddie Galvis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Freddie Galvis.
Pitch on the way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The winning run is at first base. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Now the 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes into the infield and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Ryan Stanek comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. At the plate now, Nick Senzel. Sacrifice attempt here. To second for 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now batting, Joey Votto. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Line hard, but foul. Now the 2-1. Line towards center field. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
I'm drowning. Ice, yeah, this water got me drowning. I'm drowning. No flow, chasing. I'm drowning. No flow, chasing. I'm from a place where they pull up on you with a one. Bang, 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 no one warned you. Ain't no time for no pin. I'm saying, hey, 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 trying to live day by day. None of these neighbors say nothing. If you see a and them boxes coming, they did it, dumping, they kicking, they punching, they jumping, they you in front of the back berserk and explodes up like afterbirth. My mama told me go to church. I was sitting 10 rows.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Cincinnati Reds get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Jose De Leon wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 5 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.